We have a 2021 Malibu that's here for a cold start misfire concern. Let's see if we can figure this thing out. I don't see any signs of coolant intrusion into the cylinder. Running a relative compression test shows that we have a consistent cranking amperage. So I don't see any mechanical issues there. All right, hopefully I have this next part set up right. I've never tried to analyze an engine this way before, and I don't have anyone to teach me here, so I kind of have to figure this all out by myself. But I've got a current reading on our cylinder 1 injector. I've got coil on plug, inductive pickup for our coil itself, and I don't have a pressure transducer yet. I have one on the way, but for now I'm going to use the signal circuit of the map sensor. All right, so I just started this thing up. Here goes our misfire counters on this graph. You can see cylinder 1 has the most, and then our actual waveform here. This is the ignition coil. It doesn't look as smooth as the vehicle I compared it to right here in the burn time. And then if we look at the injector pulse, it looks way different too. It doesn't have that initial spike and then level out. It just stays flat. So I think from this, our ECM driver may be malfunctioning and causing this concern. I think the injector is not firing the way it should. So just for comparison, this is what the injector pulse looked like on a known good vehicle. So I'm still going to check the powers and grounds going to the ECM just to make sure we don't have any external problems with that. And if everything is good there, I think we're just going to put an ECM in this thing. All right, here goes our old ECM, and here goes our new one. So it's a different part number. We'll go ahead and install it and program it. So just some context on this car. It just recently had all of the spark plugs and all of the injectors replaced, which is why I'm going this far in diagnosing it. All right, I programmed the ECM. I performed a theft relearn. I performed a crankshaft position relearn, and then I let this thing sit for a couple hours so we could get a cold start. So here we go. I'm going to crank it up. Got the misfire graph right here. So we got a few negligible ones here and there. But nothing like it was before, so this thing is fixed. I've let it cool down again so we can get another cold start. So let's see what that injector waveform looks like now. So there goes the double pulse that these things use for the cold start emissions, and there goes a close-up of the injector waveform. So you can see we now have that initial peak that we didn't have before. I'm still learning how to scope things myself, and I hope I did this right, but y'all let me know what you think.